One of the things that we try to do here on the show is spin a little bit of racer self-help. We have a lot of racers. We're proud to have a huge fan following, but we also have a lot of hardcore racers that watch this show every Wednesday that race themselves, some at pro level, some sportsmen and amateur racers. Can you take us through, was there ever a moment for you that you decided you have to become the John Force that we know today? I challenge racers all the time, like, wear your heart on your shirt sleeve. Say what you think. Let us know how you feel. You don't got to just stand there in front of the mic and say hi to mom and dad and thank your Lord and Savior and shout out a couple sponsors. Tell us how you feel. Let us know who you are. Was there a moment, because I believe I've spent time around you. I've been around you away from the racetrack, and you can be a pretty subdued guy, John. You can be quiet. You've told me stories about going to the movie theater by yourself and watching a movie alone. I think the general consent, the masses can't believe that you would go spend a couple hours alone in silence. But what that tells me is that you know consciously that you have to turn on John Force, the John Force we know and love. I'm curious, at what point in your career did you understand that, hey, I've got to put on a show myself? I've got to be this larger than life character. Did someone get in your ear? Did someone tell you to turn on that kind of part of your personality?
When I was a kid, I never was a great athlete. I was always a big old storyteller like my mama. They claim my grandpa was hung in Oklahoma on the famous hanging tree there for lying. I always said stealing horses. No, for lying. But I never lie. I embellish the heck out of a story, but I do it to entertain people. I never do it to make somebody look bad or do something. No, I do it for entertainment. And sometimes I go over the line. I'm not perfect. But what I'm saying is I was telling stories. When I got in high school, I was telling stories. In the football huddle is why the coach brought me up from the B team, because I punched the other quarterback. I said, enough of this guy's bull stuff. Let's play the game. And I went on down that road. I was driving a truck. I was in a Denny's restaurant getting a free cup of coffee and an egg, a boiled egg, because I could tell stories to the other truckers. So when I went racing in Australia in 74, 75, it just was a way to tell stories. And this guy goes, you're hopeless, but your car won't even run. But man, when you get that media, they write all about you the next day and you didn't do anything. And years later, I got a call from Vinnie Knapp in Englishtown. He said, I need you to come. Jungle Jim passed, and I need you to come here and run for me. And I said, well, I just got my license, and I'm not really that good. I was trying to tell the guy. And he said, no, but you're a storyteller and you'll do long burnouts. And I said, I never even been past Arizona. That's how I started my career. That's how it just kind of evolved. So telling stories, being who I am. Yeah, I do go to the movies. I bury myself. I take my grandkids sometimes. I go watch just so I can unwind, because sooner or later, you keep going down this road, like my doc says, you won't ever just fall over dead in a rocket chair. You'll have a massive heart attack running down a return road. I mean, there I was. My daughter, Brittany, won the championship. I'm standing there on the starting line. I fell to my knees. I'm crying. My wife goes, you're embarrassing. You need to get up. But it was like, oh my God, I can't believe this happened. Come back the next year, opening race at Pomona. She rolls that dragster end over end. And I'm trying to run to her, trying to get on my motorcycle, because I thought, oh my God, she just won the championship. And now we might have killed her here. And I'm running down there, and all of this emotion is what keeps you alive. And that's why, to have her double up with me, to come back fighting. And I thought maybe when she crashed, they took her out in the ambulance, it was done. But boy, I got to give it to the women out there. They fight their way back, win or lose, crash. They do it because they love it. And the women are really helping grow our sport. There's so many out there. Shirley Muldowney in the beginning, you know what I mean? DeJoria, Pritchett,
Erica Enders, the list. I mean, there's all the Myers girls. It's incredible.
I'll shut up.